A Fox News alert: Israeli warplanes striking a weapons storage facility in southern Lebanon overnight after Israel declared a, quote, new phase in the war.
Yeah, and this is after Israel's Mossad is believed to have detonated thousands of walkie-talkies and pagers of Hezbollah members. Mike Tobin is in Tel Aviv with the latest. Mike.
Good morning, Carly and Todd. The head of Hezbollah's executive council promised that Israel is in for a, quote, special punishment. But this morning it looks like it's Israel mostly on the offensive. The Israeli Air Force hit several targets in southern Lebanon today, including what the IDF says was a weapons storage facility. And that follows a two-day flurry of violent espionage with sabotaged electronics, pagers, walkie-talkies, and solar equipment all exploding. So far, we know of 21 people killed and more than 3,000 injured. In the panic and paranoia that followed, an explosive device was found in the parking lot of the American University of Beirut hospital. The device was placed in a crater and exploded. And all that comes after Israel's security cabinet officially included the northern front as one of the goals in this war. And the defense minister promised the war is entering a new phase.
I think it's too soon to know if what happened over the last couple of days is going to have any effect on where we are with the ceasefire deal. Sadly, we aren't any closer to that now than we were even a week ago. So it's difficult to see any immediate impact of these incidents, but I think it's just too soon to know in general.
Now, Hezbollah did strike at Israel. There was an anti-tank missile fired into the northern part of Israel this morning, wounding 8. In the last few minutes, we've got reports of a missile or rocket that did make it through Israel's defenses, apparently undetected, resulting in some injuries. There were a few more projectiles fired out of Lebanon that landed in Israel, resulting in no injuries. We're investigating all of those. Meantime, Hezbollah Secretary General Hassan Nasrallah is scheduled to make a public address today. We'll follow it. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Mike Tobin live for us in Tel Aviv with the very latest. Mike, thank you so much. Let's bring in former CIA station chief and a Fox News contributor, Dan Hoffman. Dan, good morning to you. If this simultaneous pager and walkie-talkie explosion were seen at a movie, I mean, it would be too unbelievable. But it did happen, and there was the second wave yesterday with the walkie-talkies. So how did Israel pull this off?
Well, it's an extraordinary intelligence success. Israel was able to penetrate Hezbollah, the supply chain for these pagers and for the walkie-talkies. And it probably took months, if not years, to do that. And then they were able to design what was, in effect, a kinetic cyber operation. And they had this on the shelf to use at a time and a place of their choosing. And these are the results that we've seen. It causes tremendous harm to Hezbollah, causes a lot of distrust in their communications, and creates essentially a fog of war, makes it very difficult for them to launch attacks against Israel and to deal with the Israeli airstrikes that we're seeing now.
Yeah, and Hezbollah now is saying that Israel will receive a special punishment as a result. But you have Israel launching another round of airstrikes inside Lebanon, hitting Hezbollah targets, and saying that they're entering a new phase of this war. So what happens next?
Well, I think Israel's made it pretty clear. Look, they've been essentially at war with Hezbollah for the last year. And 60,000 Israelis have been forced to move from those northern communities near the Golan Heights. That's just not tenable in the long term. That part of Israel's economy has been devastated. And so what Israel is saying, that we need to move our people back. We can't right now because Hezbollah is launching 50 to 70 rocket attacks every day. And we need for that to stop. And I think that's why we're seeing this move into a new phase.
So staying in the Middle East, but a story that directly impacts the United States, the FBI revealed yesterday that Iranian hackers sent stolen Trump campaign information to people working for the Biden campaign. Apparently nobody within the Biden campaign opened these emails or took the bait, but it does show interference, election interference from our #1 adversary. So what do you think about this?
Yeah, well, those were unsolicited emails. And again, it does demonstrate that Iran, and look, China, Russia, they're all seeking to interfere with our democratic process. And what they want is for Americans not to trust our own democracy. That's what Russia and China, North Korea and Iran are all fighting against. What scares those dictators the most is democracy. And it's open season on our election process. But so far, I think we've done a good job defending countering and not so much deterring, but defending ourselves against that onslaught.
And Dan, really quickly, before we let you go, do you think that Iran was trying to help the Biden campaign with this, or do you think that they were just trying to sow discord and wreak havoc within our elections?
Well, there's no evidence that they helped the Biden campaign. They might want to make it appear they're doing so to stoke more discord. And the best thing we could do, I think, for both parties, is to come together and agree that that this should not be happening. They should. I would, as a citizen, just ask that, look, both parties should focus on their policy differences and find some common ground in opposing this axis of tyranny, Iran and North Korea, Russia and China, that are seeking to do us harm.
Sound advice there. Dan, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.